right, hey guys, just here to give you some hints on this last assignment for 3-2. So the first part says determine whether each diagram depicts a function or not. So this part's actually pretty easy. All we're really looking for here is, do any of the inputs map to more than one output? So for example, in this one, you can see here that the 5 maps to both 0 and 4. So since it has two outputs, the answer is no, this is not a function. Okay, if we look at number 2, you can see that each one of these inputs only maps to one output. So in that case, the answer is yes, that would be a function. All right, let's take a look at the next page. Okay, so domain and range, and then whether we have a function or not. So again, these are going to be writing the possible x values and y values. And then the function is, does it pass the vertical line test? So let's take a look at number 4. All right, so in number 4, if I take a look at the left side of the graph and then the right side of the graph, that would be where my domain lines up, okay? So the very smallest value in the domain on the x-axis is 1. And then we'll have x in the middle. And then on the right, the highest x value that we have is 5. So we always put our signs pointing to the left. And in this case over here, it does touch at 1. So we're going to have an equal sign there. And then at the 5s, you see open circles. So that is just going to stay less than. All right, let me get rid of that, and we'll talk about the range. Whoops. Okay, so now for the range, quick write this domain back there for you. Okay, so for the range is going up and down. So the bottom of the graph is at -4. We're definitely going to have a sign pointing this way, and then the y, and then the top of the graph is up here at +4. Now the bottom of the graph has an open circle, and the top of the graph has an open circle. So we're going to leave both of those as less than signs, not equal. Now, as far as is this a function, okay, we can look at the vertical line test. So if I draw a vertical line, that wasn't green. Now it is. Okay, so if I look at the vertical line test, this line hits in 2 different spots. So if a vertical line hits the graph in more than one spot, the answer is no, that cannot be a function. Okay, let's see here. I'll just do one more here. Let's try number 8, okay? So with number 8, your domain, again, is left to right. So the leftmost part on the graph is way over here, and your rightmost part of the graph is over here. So it goes from -5 to +5. So I'm going to put -5 with an less than and an x and a +5. And then we're going to determine if we need the equal signs. So way over on the left here, we have an open circle. So we're not going to put the equals. And on the right, we have an open circle. So we're not going to put the equals there either. Okay, as far as the range, that's up and down on the graph. So the lowest part of the graph is going to hit down here at -5. And then the top part of the graph hits up here at +5. Okay, so now we have to look at, do we need the equal signs? And down here, it does hit the graph at -5. So that part is going to be equals. And up here, it looks a little misleading because we have open circles up here. However, right here, it does touch completely at +5. So this one, we're also going to put an equal sign, okay? So is this one a function? Would this pass the vertical line test? So here, if I drew a vertical line, it would only hit once. Here it would hit once. Here it would hit once. This one would pass the vertical line test. So that's a yes. Okay, that's the hardest part. Page 3 is going to be one of the easier parts. So the domain, I'm just going to do one of these and you'll be able to figure this out from here. So the domain, that is not a really pretty bracket. Neither is that, but it's better. The domain is all the x values. So we're going to write -2, -4. The next x value is a -2, so I don't have to write that again. And then we have a -8 and then a +2. Okay, as far as my range goes, that's all the y values. So the first y value is 0, and then the next one is 2, and then 5, and then 8, and then 9. So that's my range. Okay, now, is it a function or not? We can tell if it's a function by looking at our x values, okay? So let's see if I can highlight a little bit. So if we look at our x values, we've got, I don't want to do that. -2 happens 2 times. Okay, since -2 shows up twice, that makes our answer for this part a no. That is not a function. Okay, so if all the x values are different, it is a function. All right, hopefully that kind of helps you guys out with the worksheet, but as always, let me know if you have any questions. All right, thank you.